Welcome to Optimal Timelines. My name is Sean, and this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope readings for December 2023 for your North Node by sign and house. Now, if you're new to my channel, the reason I use the North Node in tarot readings as opposed to your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant is that it's recognized in astrology that your North Node is your North Star. It's your soul path. It's what you're here to learn, experience in this lifetime. So it's much more relevant to your everyday life and in readings than your sun, moon, or ascendant sign. And remember, you are going to want to watch two videos, one for your north node by sign and one for your north node by house. So with that, I'm going to connect to the energies and then we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides, guardians, and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see and hear this reading, and that may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, North Node in Scorpio and or North Node in the 8th house. This is going to be your December 2023 Tarotscope reading for the first half of December. Okay, so the spread represents the first half of December, and the card that popped out for you is the Magician card. And what I'm thinking for the first 2 weeks is there is something that is occurring in the first 2 weeks of December that has to do with your career, profession, work, or even if you work from home, whatever you do on a day-to-day basis. That's important. Now, it also could relate to things you also do on the side, which means like really important hobbies that you have. Like just for example, off the top of my head, like let's say like you work a full-time job and have a career and whatnot, but let's say like you're really into showing dogs, let's say, okay, you're really in that community. This could also relate to something but it's something that you do on a regular basis that's important in your life. For most of you, it'll probably be like work or career. And what I'm getting for you is that first and foremost, with this Magician card, it's saying that the majority of you are very talented in whatever it is you do. Whatever you do, you are, good at it and most likely kind of like a hard worker and very diligent. But what could happen is that there could be a situation the first 2 weeks where maybe you don't feel appreciated in some way in what you do, and there's a reason for it, and we'll get into it. But for some reason, it's like, but what I'm saying is, it's not you. It's not you, it's them. Okay. And but it can make you feel like, someone's not appreciating what you do and whatnot. Okay. But as I said, we'll get into why that is not true. Your timeline cards are, you've got the Three of Pentacles reversed. You've got the Judgment card reversed. And you've got the Seven of Wands. Okay. And the Three of Pentacles is obviously like, this is, a person that is working on something, and these other people that are watching this other person work might be critical of what they're doing or don't appreciate what, something, they don't have anything positive to say about it. And there's many reasons for that. There's many reasons why that could be, which we'll get into. Again, it's not because you don't have what it takes to do that, but we'll get into what it could be, why, and why that is. Okay. The Judgment reversed is, what's happening is the universe is trying to, with your North Node, trying to give you wake up calls on delving into situations in your life at a deeper level. and not just stay on the surface level. Like, I'm going to show up to work, I'm going to do this, I'm going to put my nose to the grindstone and, whatever. And then that should be enough. This lifetime for you is not a lifetime of your south node in Taurus or the second house. Okay. You have a north node in Scorpio or the eighth house. It's a time to delve into the complexities of life, and let's say the complexities of work life. And so the universe is trying to give you like a heads up to see this and to dig into what could be happening. Now, the other card here, the Seven of Wands, you can see that this person is obviously defending their position. They are on the higher ground. Okay, so they're in a good position, but still they have to defend themselves in some way. Okay, they have to defend themselves. And there's, for each of you, it's going to be different why that is, why this situation came up. It's good. It's up to you to delve deeper. Remember, our North Node path is what we're here to do. Okay, and for each of us, it doesn't, for most of us and each of us, it doesn't come naturally. It's more of a challenge. Your natural nature is like, hey, you know what? Let's just keep this simple. I'll work hard, you work hard, no fuss, no muss, no BS, okay? But a lot of times life isn't simple, especially if you have a North Node in Scorpio and or the eighth house, right? So you have to delve in and figure out what's going on. It could be any number of things. It could be that there's a person who's involved in this situation that is jealous or envious of you, and that's why they're causing this situation. Or it could be that there are other underlying issues that you have to dig out. Again, Scorpio, you have to delve in. Remember, also Scorpio in the eighth house rules psychology. It rules secrets. It rules things that are hidden, okay, and things you have to dive deep for. And so that's simply why this comes up. So when this situation comes up, yes, it's okay. It's not going to feel good. You're going to be a little bit frustrated. Okay. But take a deep breath. Remember what I am telling you now and say, okay, I'm going to go deeper into this, see what's going on with this. I'm not going to get frustrated and I'm not going to get obstinate. I'm going to really see what's going on. Why is there some sort of a conflict? Why do I feel like I'm not being, appreciated? Because there's more to this story than just hard work and diligence. There's other things involved, and so it's going to be up to each of you to figure out why. And when you begin to delve deeper and you don't just react right away. And remember what I said, it's not that you don't have what it takes. The magician is the master of all elements. The magician is, of all the cards in the tarot deck, this is the most talented card, okay? Meaning that this represents talents. And so it's up to you to kind of delve deeper into what is going on here. And when you do, you just start investigating it, just start thinking about it. Okay, well, why is this person like this? And, you might have to remember, Scorpio in the eighth house rules investigations, and it involves detectives. Okay, you meaning that like hidden things, mysteries. Okay, all of that stuff, and you just have to start. So maybe just off the top of my head, a simple example is there's a situation like Sarah is like you hear she's bad mouthing you and this and that, and so maybe you can just you ask around, you just say like, hey, like, have you heard anything, with this? So you're investigating. Is there some issue? And use your intelligence and your street smarts, but you just start like probing around or whatever. And maybe you find out something that like, oh yeah, like it could be a complete misunderstanding. She said that you did this or said this before, and you're like, oh, I didn't say that. And then, you can help unravel it. Now, I know when you're listening to this, if you have this North Node, you're like, I don't want to put up with this. I don't want drama. I don't like, and I get it. Okay. You want things straightforward and simple. You're a Taurus south node or south node in the second house. I get it. But unfortunately, you're here to learn the complexities of life, okay? So, when you do this, the great thing about when you move toward your north node points and you don't react in your old patterns of the south node, when you do that, it doesn't take very much before you start to see that it's helping you, okay? It'll help you. So, like, anyway, your advice cards are, you've got the Knight of Cups reversed, and you've got the Nine of Cups reversed, okay? Cups, what do they rule? Emotions. What do they also rule? They rule all the water astrological signs. Among them, you guessed it, Scorpio, okay? This is saying that with this situation, what you're giving a heads up to is, with the Knight of Cups, keep your emotions in check, because one of the tendencies, and it can be a gift sometimes with the Scorpio south node or south node in the 8th house, is quick emotional action or reaction. Boom, you feel something, boom, and you handle it, in a quick way. This is saying don't do that. Don't let this trigger your emotions. But more importantly, what the Knight of Cups, because any number of cup cards could have come up, but this is an interesting combination. The Knight of Cups is also known as the romantic dreamer. It's the emotional dreamer of the person who, can dream about the ideal life. Okay, it's the romantic dreamer, right? This card here is the wish card. It's like hopes, wishes, dreams. Okay. So what this is saying is, don't let this situation trigger you emotionally, and don't let it be a dream killer. Okay. Now, what I can tell you is, I really feel that when you are able to resist the emotional reaction, and you're able to not let it, tap into your self-esteem, and you just start digging into the situation, you're going to see very quickly that it's going to make sense to you. It's not that it'll clear up instantly, but just start digging, start investigating, start going deeper in this situation, and you're going to see that it's going to work out better, because you will begin to be rewarded by the universe for doing that, because you're actually doing your north node. Okay. So anyway, I hope this reading was helpful to you and you found some value in it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions in your life or situations that you would like answers for, there's a link in the description box below for a personal reading. And if you would like, your astrological chart analyzed, where I could see kind of where your timeline has been, where it's at now, and where it could be heading, check out my website also, and we can give you some more information on that. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.